Hi, this is Sean Mundrum with Kingdom Living. Today I wanted to talk about it's a thought that has been going through my head the past couple of days. Am I God's man or am I God's woman? Uh, Basically, when we go through life and we begin this walk with Christ, we the more we engage in reading and studying and praying, we begin to sense this inner urgency of fulfilling purpose. We begin to feel like there's a calling. We feel led to go into certain areas and do certain things when God has gifted us and God has given us the ability and the grace to carry these things out. And sometimes, God allows us to endure certain circumstances and situations in order for that gifting to come forth, in order for that gifting to make room for us. And so, what happens more often than not is that we have people around us, could be family, could be friends, could be co-workers, could be people in the church. It could be a number of things, a number of people who mean well, have your best interest in mind. However, they can't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel because God didn't give that vision to them. God didn't give that dream to them. God didn't put that urgency within their spirit for this, or this passion within their spirit for that particular area. And so they speak out of emotion, and those emotions can be a negative situation where it causes you to begin to doubt, whether or not, this is what I was supposed to do, or whether or not God was actually speaking to me. And then there are those issues where we face life circumstances and it seems in complete antithesis to what God initially spoke to us. And we begin to question ourselves: did God really speak to me? Did God really tell me to do this? These are moments where we have to understand the trick of the enemy. His whole plan is to steal, to kill, and destroy. He basically does not want you to prosper. He does not want you to walk forward in life. He does not want you to come above and reach that level that you're supposed to go to. He wants you to basically fail. He wants you to turn your back on God. He wants you to go the opposite way. He wants you to do everything except for what it is you were designed and created to do. And so in these instances, we have to understand and consider the source. One of the older ladies in the church back home in Florida said, honey, you have to consider the source. A lot of times we get upset with the people who are actually doing the communication, and we have to look beyond the surface and realize that there is some diabolical presence operating through that person. Not that, the person is a demon or anything like that, but sometimes unawares, we allow ourselves to be used. And at the end of the day, it causes us to doubt. Anything that's causing you to doubt and to question what God has done, understand that it comes from the enemy himself. And so we have to be prepared. We have to be ready. We have to be sober. We have to be awake. We have to be vigilant. We have to be attentive to what's going on around us so that we can actually fulfill the purpose that God has for us. So it leads us to begin to ask, am I God's man for this hour? Am I God's woman for this hour? Did God really call me for this purpose? Did God call me for this season? Did God call me to fulfill this and do that? Which I thought I heard. I thought I knew the voice of God. I thought I understood. Let me tell you something. Don't fall for the plan of the enemy. The enemy would not come after you if you were not a threat to his kingdom. He doesn't have to worry about someone who just warms pews. He's worried about the one who is actively engaged in fulfilling the Great Commission, who's actively engage in advancing the kingdom of God and the kingdom principles through kingdom living here on earth. So, I said all of that to say this. Stay focused, stay prayerful, continue to study the word, continue to call on God, continue to depend on God for guidance and leading you. As your father, he's not going to lead you wrong. He's going to lead you right where he planned for you to be from the foundations of the world. Once again, I'm Sean Mudgeon for Kingdom Living. I'll see you soon. God bless.